Authority. We're pleased to welcome now the president of Jones College. That would be Dr. Jesse Smith. Dr. Smith, always good to see you, sir. Thanks for coming on.
It's a pleasure to see you, and welcome to Ellisville.
Man, it's rocking and rolling down here, isn't it?
It's going really well. We've had a great year. We've got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Thanks to the EDA for allowing us to be a part of the event. Thanks to SuperTalk for coming down and taking an interest.
Oh, absolutely. Always a pleasure. So many great things happening here in the county, and, of course, one of those is Jones College. Give us a good word there.
Sure. First of all, we need special thanks to all of our graduates that are out there. But we've been around as part of the community since 1911.
Wow.
So we got deep roots and deep community focus here for a while, but we've had a fantastic year. Historically, we've graduated students that have been exceptional in every field. They've reached to the top of that particular venture, of their particular major, etc. For instance, we've got university presidents, we've got Super Bowl MVPs, we've got award-winning research biologists. If you name it in that part of the world, we've got some folks that are competing at that level.
Yep.
So we have a long legacy of a little old small town like we are. We got graduates that are all over the world, and we're very thankful for that. But we do have a unique experience, a unique characteristic of being able to put people in tremendous places, and they do very well.
Well, that's the goal. I mean, that's the objective.
No doubt.
It's not just taking money and teaching people stuff that really doesn't benefit them.
Absolutely.
Post graduation.
Absolutely. Well, you make a great point. Everything we do is workforce training.
Yeah. In
one form or fashion. If it's just learning how to learn a certain skill set, or actually learning a pathway to a university degree, an advanced degree, or professional degree, we do it very well.
We have an incredible complement of community colleges in the state of Mississippi.
No doubt.
Really unique in the country.
No doubt. Respect. That's one thing the state has going for us. 15 sister institutions, all autonomous, working together, and coordinated by a board. And the state legislature has supported us from its inception, and our local counties all support us. Like Jones County here, I can't tell you how big of a support they have been, a big part of our lives. From day one, when we first started, we couldn't make it without the citizens in Jones County and their tax support.
Yeah. That's awesome. And something else that you and I have touched on in the past is we're seeing more collaboration and integration between institutions of higher learning, community colleges, workforce development training, and so forth, and the private sector.
Absolutely.
So we're talking to them about, hey, what do you need these people to be able to
Absolutely.
do so we can curate the curriculum to match
Day one. The employers, your community, day one, the people who are hiring, the next place where the student goes should be involved. This past year, we started a unique program where we have 330 business partners that the student actually enrolls at Jones, actually goes to work for these companies, and they're actually earning work-based learning credit while they're in the process of earning their degree. That is the way of the future, is that we begin with the employer on day one.
Okay.
And if they're going to university, begin day one with that university in mind, so we can get them prepared. Students that are successful are the ones that are directly focused on what they're going to do next. If they have no clue, if they're unsure, more than likely they're just one small thing of keeping them from achieving their dreams.
It hasn't always been this way, though, has it, Dr.
No,
Smith?
it's not. Resiliency is really taking a back seat to other things. Today's generation have so many things that can derail them.
Yeah.
They're one flat. Some students come to us with so many issues. They're just one flat tire away from not achieving the dream. However, there are some that are incredible, but our job is to make sure everybody's got a pathway, got a way to get there, and we've got the people that work hard to help sure that they are successful.
That's awesome. Talk to us about some of the accomplishments.
Sure, let's just take this past year. The past year we had the largest enrollment growth of the colleges in the state of Mississippi, and we think that's great enrollment growth. It you've got to have that in order to sustain us fiscally. We're very conservative. We have come from a very conservative county, as you probably know. Jones
Sure.
County is very wise with their funding and with their millage support, and we believe in it. That enrollment growth is great, but we do also see some other things that are great for the future. There are some big areas that we're trying to raise awareness on, like, for instance, like in the construction trades right now. We see there's a huge gap. That intertransference of knowledge from one generation to the next is not there like it used to be. We're focusing on the Ben and Aaron Napier Center for the Building Arts. We've been raising funds for that over the last few years, trying to get that off the ground, and we've made great progress. We're also starting a applied engineering center for the future, and it's going to be extremely innovative and meeting the needs of our business and industry for those skill sets from some of the newest technology that's out there.
You've got to constantly evolve.
Absolutely. Never stop. We do have something pretty unique. We're all about, being one, number one, trying to be one. A unity is in our name, Jones. You look at ONE, it's right in the middle of our names, in our name, and we really focus on that. And so if you look at what we do with sports, we approach sports differently. People say, well, you don't really need to have a sports team, but I'll tell you this. We focus with it totally different. It's the best leadership program outside of the military. At Byron, we start day one teaching these folks how to be leaders.
Sure.
When they graduate and they're in their home, we're going back to their community. If something's missing, we want them to start it. If there's a little league needs to start. If there's a church needs to be started, start it. If there's a business that needs to be added, start it. We're equipping them with the mentality and the mindset to do that. Now, these graduates that come out of these programs, I wholeheartedly endorse them, because they've been through the leadership training on how to be great people. And so that makes a difference in an organization.
Yeah.
Leadership is a skill set that can be taught.
Well, athletic competition, that may be the best environment, the best tool to teach leadership.
Yeah, that's right. You got to be responsible. And, for instance, right now, for the first time in the history of the state of Mississippi, we have two girls that are competing for a national title in the national tennis tournament. No two-year college from the state of Mississippi has ever been to the finals. We've got Helen Hernandez and Molly Bennett. Molly is from right here in Mississippi, and they're competing at 1 o'clock. So, folks out there,
wow.
if prayer is part of your life, say a prayer for these two Bobcats about 1 o'clock.
Legislation passed this year, the so-called anti-DEI legislation that does impose some requirements in the educational community. Is that going to affect you guys?
Not one bit.
You were already there.
Well, no, sir. We're already merit-based as it was.
Yeah, should be.
Yeah, and that is not that's not a, I don't hire not one single person because of anything of a protected status if they can do the job. That's right. Should be across the board. And I'm very thankful that our community, the college community, they see the benefits of that, but also being aware of what's important to others and what's important to our students.
Yeah.
This social agenda that has been pushed over the last few years has been very difficult for us. For we really don't, it's anti-work, and it just didn't make sense to us.
Yeah.
We couldn't wrap our hands around it. Our hands were tied. We didn't know how to approach it. With President Trump coming in with this, it really, and primarily from the state legislature, it clarified where our stance needed to be, and I'm very thankful for the direction that the legislature has given us.
Yeah. Well, I know there's some institutions that got to make some changes, but I felt like you guys, knowing you and knowing your value set, that probably wouldn't be a problem for you.
Not
guys.
a problem.
Yeah.
Listen, we appreciate the resources that we have. We're going to stretch a dollar, and we're going to treat people as best it can be. We can treat folks like they're part of family.
Yeah.
That's what we want to focus on, is that hospitality culture of organization, which makes us a great college.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know you do a great job. It's a great institution. It's something that certainly the community should be proud of, as well as the entire state of Mississippi. keep cranking out those quality graduates for us, Dr.
Absolutely.
Smith.
Thank you. We'll
Yes,
have
sir.
graduation this coming Friday.
That's awesome.
We like to party and celebrate on graduation day. So,
Dr.
coming here.
Jesse Smith, the president of Jones College, has been our guest here on Middays. We're coming right back with a final segment from Ellisville, Mississippi at Wally Properties with Cassandra Inescio, attorney with a Pine Belt land title. Stay with us. We're coming right back.